Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Anis Nurhaja binti Ahmad Rizal and metric number 192560. So today I would like to share and talk about plagiarism. So what is plagiarism and why we should care about plagiarism? So plagiarism, the word plagiarism itself come from Latin plagiarius, which means kidnappers. Actually, it is intellectual theft. So, what is plagiarism? So many people think this plagiarism is actually copying another's work or borrowing someone else's original's idea. But terms like copying and borrowing can disguise the seriousness of the offense. In another word, plagiarism is actually an act of fraud, okay, because it involves both stealing someone else's work and lying about it afterward. How to consider whether that act is actually plagiarism or not? Okay, first thing first, when you turning in someone else's work as your own, that is plagiarism. And also when you're copying words or ideas from someone else without giving credit and fail to put a quotation in quotation marks, that's also plagiarism. And if you copy so many words and ideas from a source that it makes up the majority of your work, whether you give credit or not, that's also considered as plagiarism. Plagiarism is actually not only when you copying someone's ideas or words. It also involves image, sound, or the creative expression of others as your own. That is meant by plagiarism. There are a few activities that is very common in today's society that is actually a plagiarism. Okay, for example, when we copy media, especially image from other website to paste the image into our own papers or website, that is what we call as plagiarism. And when you make a video using footage from others' video or using copyrighted music as a part of the soundtrack, that's also plagiarism. And when you composing a piece of music that borrows heavily from another composition, that we call as plagiarism. The person who did this plagiarism, we call it as plagiarist. So what happened to this plagiarist? So the consequences of this plagiarist are not worth the risk. Okay, for example, student who plagiarize or otherwise engage in academic dishonesty face serious consequences and possible disciplinary action by the university. Many students are accused of plagiarism because they simply don't understand it and therefore they don't know how to avoid it. So how to stop this plagiarism, or in another words, how to prevent this plagiarism? First thing first, you need to quote and cite phrases, sentences, and also paragraphs that taken directly from the original sources. Second one, you need to quote and cite statistics or charts, graph, and also drawings that taken directly from the original sources. Make sure to quote and cite it. And when you paraphrase or summarize, you need to give credit to the original author. Do I need to cite everything? The answer is yes. You need to cite everything except for when you use your own words and when the fact used is common knowledge. But what is common knowledge? Okay, common knowledge is like if you can find the same information in at least three different sources, three different sources, you don't have to cite it. As for the conclusion of why plagiarism is criminal, okay, actually plagiarism or cheating or stealing someone else's idea is unethical behavior. Okay, why? Because if you're a university student and when you copying someone else's idea, your friend idea, or get the resources from the internet, you need to give citation or quotation in order to give credit to the author or the owner of the properties. I mean the things that you take from them. That's why you need to give credit so that it actually can be an appreciation for them. And if you didn't put the citation or quotation or giving credits to the owners or the author, you might possible to get disciplinary action by your lecturer, by the university. Why? Because you cheat or steal the idea, the resources, the things that is not originally from you. And the student who plagiarize or otherwise engage in academic dishonesty face serious consequences. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.